So just wanted to talk about it. First. The post here is going to be about evidence-based practice. No matter how many years of experience you have, evidence-based practice is something that everybody struggles with, or even you're like very defiant against it, thinking, well, all evidence is BS and made up, which there is honestly some evidence that is BS because people have agendas, they're human beings. One of the things to talk about then, we have the four pillars of evidence. So we have research, we have our clinical experience, we have our patient values and beliefs, and then we have the context of what everything is. So let's go into the research because this is the one where everybody kind of struggles, and some people even say research is BS. It's all made up. It's by people who don't even work in the clinic anymore, and it doesn't isn't helpful. Some of that's true. I wouldn't say all of it's true, but some of it is true. With evidence, you have to be able to sift through it and understand it. And I think that's the key. So when you're looking at evidence, one, you have to look at if there's an agenda. If somebody has an agenda, and also if that research matches the patient population that you actually have. I mean, you could treat all young athletes, and this is about old women. It doesn't go. Same thing. It could be about young athletes and be hard to translate it into older women. You may have to pare it down. So research alone is not the only thing. And you'll get people pushing it. Oh, what's the research say? What's the research say? Research is part of it. And then your clinical experience. So you've worked on patients. And if you don't have a lot of clinical experience, you may not allow it. But once you have, you start realizing there are trends in these patients, things that'll happen consistently. And again, if you're doing a good job at marking it consistently without bias, meaning you have a treatment that you use every time, and you're like, man, that works every time. Not one treatment works every time. There is processes, right? Having paradigms that do work, paradigms that help in treatment, but not the treatments themselves. Then we have patients' values and beliefs. So we want to gear it towards the patient, right? So if we give them something, example, somebody doesn't really like to do a lot of exercise, they don't like a lot of hard activity, and we give them hard activity, they're not going to get better. Or if they don't like dry needling and you force dry needling on them, they're not going to get better, right? So we've got to do the thing, we've got to work with them and build a teamwork, hopefully from our expertise, having them understand and buying into what we do. And the last one is the context, right? So you have a context of, where are they at? Are they in chronic pain? What do they want to do? What are the motivations? What's happening in this situation? Because each person is unique, and I think the values and beliefs are part of it, but it's also the context of what we're doing for that individual. And so we can't take treatments, right, and then make the patients fit those treatments. We have to say, what does this person want? What is going on with this person? So if you do that, and when you're working on patients in everyday's practice, you're going to have a lot better outcomes and build a better teamwork with your patient. It's not going to be 100%. I will tell you that right now. I mean, if I told you that everything was 100% and this is guaranteed that this would work every time, I would not be still a physical therapist working in the clinic. However, I have a lot of experience and I've had a lot of success with my patients using those four pillars and making sure I'm using them evenly and appropriately. Please post in the comments below, and I look forward to it.